What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be the season finale for Camp Getaway season 1. So we start where we left off with the whole fiasco with Adam and Sophia. And Adam ends up going outside and sort of confronting Gavin. And Gavin is acting like he has absolutely no idea what Adam is upset about, why Adam is upset. And then they show this whole montage of, because Gavin was like, man, I've been with you 100%. I've supported you 100% the whole season. And then they go through this whole montage showing all of this stuff, like I guess all the times that Gavin was nice or was like supportive of the whole Sophia situation. But here's the thing. I said it last week. I'm not going to dwell on it again this week. Gavin, you were wrong. Period. If Adam really was your boy, you knew he was feeling Sophia, some of the stuff you did was out of pocket. It just was. Some of the stuff you did was out of pocket. It was unacceptable, and you were wrong for some of the stuff you did, especially if Adam was supposed to be your boy. Now, but the flip side of it too was Adam. Yeah, it was cool to confront Gavin and let Gavin know how you felt, but at the end of the day, really, Sophia should have checked Gavin. Like I said, I really wish I could have heard the conversation that you had with Sophia. I would really be interested to hear exactly how clear you made yourself, because from what I'm seeing, Adam, you don't always know how to like be clear in your words. Because I feel like if you let Sophia know that it wasn't so much a jealousy thing as it was about a respect thing, because I don't think it was so much a jealousy thing as it was a respect thing. I think the angrier you got, the more your imagination went running, because by the time this was over with, you thought that Gavin and Sophia had slept together and they had something going on that you didn't know about. Now, I will say this. I did catch the little thing that I caught it when Gavin said it a couple of weeks ago when he was like, yeah, I've had a crush on Sophia for years. So that lets you know that it gives the impression that Sophia and Gavin have known each other. They are both from Connecticut, and it does lend the impression that they knew each other. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did catch that too, Adam. So Adam, you're not crazy. Don't let them make you think you crazy, Adam. You're not crazy. If I heard somebody say that, and I know that they're from the same, I mean, I know Connecticut is a big ass state. Let me be clear. I get that. But for somebody to be like, yeah, I've had a crush on so-and-so for years, I would kind of be giving the side eye. Now, I ain't going to dwell on that. Adam got up the next morning with the hell home. Monica, I peeped your Black Lives Matter UNC alumni. So they end up going home. That was Labor Day weekend. They had the whole end of the weekend sort of meeting. David was like, I really appreciate it. I know it was a long weekend. You guys really did that. Appreciate it. Boom. Adam went home the next day. He didn't say nothing to nobody, honey. He was like, listen, I'm over this. I'm over it. Now, during the week, he did call up Gavin, and they did have a meeting. And, he sort of kind of cleared things up with Gavin. And basically what he was saying was, he did say what I just said. Like, listen, at the end of the day, my beef really isn't with you. My beef really is with Sophia. But that was the way I felt. Like, I was angry, and I might have came at you a little harsh, but that was why I felt the way I felt. That was why I said what I said. So they come back the next week, and it's the final week, and it's a whole Halloween theme, even though it's not Halloween weekend, but they sort of push everything up to make it a Halloween weekend. They invite, it's like a friends and family weekend, so they invite people who've come back. So Neely's boyfriend comes through, the matchmaker comes through, and she actually has somebody that she wants Randall to meet. I'm like, please give Randall somebody to meet. Please give Randall somebody to meet. And it's the same old. Friday night they have the whole party and everything is cool. The next day they have the different activities, and then they have like a whole like football game planned. What they said, Giants versus the Jets. Gavin and Niall act like they playing in the Super Bowl against each other, but that's what they do, child. That's what they do. The most interesting thing, it's probably gonna be a long review because it just wasn't a lot. It's the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? It's the finale. What I found the most interesting and the funniest part of the whole thing was there was a point where Sophia and Randall were cleaning up the lodge to get ready for the haunted house, and Randall is actually comforting Sophia. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Sophia, you remember a couple of weeks ago when you told Randall you won and for her to get over it? You remember when you told her that because you won Adam the prize and you told her she just wanted to get over it? Do you know how funny that was for me to see Randall trying to comfort you in the wake of Adam in your mind doing you dirty? Girl. See, Karma is a bald-headed bitch. She gonna get you one way or the other. She gonna get you coming or she gonna get you going, but she's gonna get you. Anyway, but Sophia was like, I'm just being who I am, and if he can't deal with it, then that means he doesn't want to deal with me because I'm just being me. And Randall's thing was, excuse me, y'all. Randall's thing was, I did have a conversation with Adam, and basically Adam's point of view, was da 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 da. I'm not gonna keep dwelling on this shit. David had a conversation with, oh my bad, I forgot this part. David had a conversation with Glenn and said, listen, I really appreciate how hard you work. You really showed me that you double time, and everybody was impressed. I got great reports, and so next week you can play with the guests again. You still can't drink. Cool. And you know what I appreciate? Here's what I appreciate. I appreciate that when people screw up, they stand in their shit. Like, you make a mistake is made. It is what it is. But I do appreciate that Glenn stood in his shit. He was like, listen, I know that after an apology only goes but so far. All I can do is show you that I mean it, show you that I'm here for the long haul, and show you that I'm trying to, that I want to make amends for what I did. So, okay. So anyway, that happened. So anyway, back to the weekend. Now, like I said, I thought that was very ironic. Now, the guy that the matchmaker bought for Randall, he seems cool. Randall, and here's the thing. I'm sick of people making it seem like that when a woman has a long checklist of what it is that she wants, that is a problem with that. No, it is not. It is okay. It is perfectly okay to have a list of all the things that you want. You know why? Because it's what you want. There's nothing wrong with it. When you go buy a new car, don't you have a specific list of things that you want? If you want it, I know I'm about to be old now, but if you wanted to have a CD player, if you wanted to have cruise control, if you wanted to have a sunroof, we know that there's certain things that come with a car, but when there are options, aren't you specific about what it is that you want? Why? Because you're about to be paying $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 or higher for it. So what's wrong with someone that you saying I want to spend the rest of my life with and saying I want him to have this, and that? And I don't think that Randall's list was ridiculous. They made it seem like she was asking for a lot. No, she wasn't. She wanted a man with a career. She wanted a man that's going to be nice. She wanted a man that was going to be cute. I don't think she was wrong. Now, y'all know Randall hasn't been my favorite person in the world, but on that one, girl, don't you let nobody convince you that it's okay to settle for less, because no, the hell it ain't. Moving on. But he seemed cool. She said he seems like somebody that's cool in that, hey, hopefully they can hang out in New York. I'm happy for you, Randall. Hope it worked out. We'll find out, I guess, one way, somehow, the other. Adam and Sophia have the conversation that they need to have. And Adam tells Sophia, listen. In Adam translation, I'm just going to go ahead and read what I think Adam was trying to say versus whatever he said. Basically, what Adam was saying was, I expressed to you that it made me uncomfortable, and you continue to do it. I don't think that Adam is that jealous that someone he's dating calling another man babe was the issue. I think that was what sparked it with Gavin. Had Gavin not been going so hard and flirting with Sophia the way he'd been flirting with her the last couple of weeks, I don't think that would have triggered him. I don't think Adam is that damn insecure and that jealous that her saying babe is what really did it. I think that it was Gavin. Had she called Niles babe, had she called, well, we know she wouldn't have cared about calling Glenn babe, but I don't think that was the issue. I really don't. I think it's because it was Gavin. And again, I understand where Adam was coming from. And Adam ended up telling her, well, you know what? She was like, well, can we just do a reset? He was like, I think maybe I just need some time. I needed some time to reevaluate if this is what I really want to do. And of course, she didn't like it. She was upset. She was crying. But, you know, you got to feel comfortable. Again, it's a relationship and it's the beginning of the relationship. And my thing is this, just like people could say, oh, well, Adam was being jealous, I look at it from the point of view of he let you know that it made him uncomfortable and you didn't respect what y'all were building enough to tell Gavin, that's not cool. Nor did you respect it enough to be mindful of that. Like she was like, I call everybody babe and doll. You probably do. I do the same thing because I'm an educator and I'm supposed to remember hundreds of names every year and I just can't. So I call people, hell, y'all know I can't remember the names of the people on these shows. So I call people sweetheart, sweetie all the time because basically what that is code for insert whatever your name is here. Okay. Sweetie, sweetheart, hey boo. I do that all the time. So I get it if that's something that you do and that's a habit that you have. However, if I'm dating someone and they've expressed to me that they are uncomfortable with another person, that we are in the same friend group, that speaks to me, that flirts with me and stuff, I think that I would be more mindful of using that language. And even if it slipped up because it's something that I do all the time, when he brought it to my attention, you know what your reaction could have been, Sophie? Adam, you know what? I'm so sorry. You know I do it all the time. My bad. And I think that may have maybe brought that whole situation down a little bit. But the fact that you were acting like you didn't know why Adam was upset and Adam didn't do nothing wrong and Adam was crazy, I think that's what elevated that whole situation. But that's just my 2 cents. What the hell do I know, child shit? So they had the haunted house. The haunted house was cool. I was sitting here in my mind thinking, well, I walked through that haunted house. And in my mind, the answer is going to probably be a no. Now, I think, could I be convinced to walk through that haunted house with some liquor and some peer pressure? Probably. Would I have voluntarily been at the front of that line? Not so much. I'm just one of those people that feels like I am not going to pay you to scare me. I don't do that. We don't do that. I don't do the scary movies. I don't voluntarily pay for fear. You see what I'm saying? But in the spirit of a group activity, we're drinking, we're having a good time, I probably would have. It looked like it was really cool. It looked like it was a serial killer theme. And so they had like these different rooms and the social directors were in different rooms and they were acting out these different scenes. It looked really cool. It really did. When I was, sidebar, real quick story and then I'm done. Growing up as a kid, my parents were, I was active in a lot of groups. My parents were JCs. I don't know if y'all know what the JCs are. I don't have time to explain it, but it's basically like a social club. My parents were part of the JCs and they did a haunted house every year. And so I grew up doing haunted houses. So I'm not as, like, I got to see behind the curtain. You know what I'm saying? And then I was a Girl Scout. And so then my mom was my Girl Scout leader child. So then my mom, we did haunted houses every year with the Girl Scouts. So I've been in my fair share of haunted houses. So I've seen behind the curtain. So certain things don't scare me as much, but as an adult, it just, does that make, anyway. Last but not least, it looks like Niall and Monica sort of had a happy truce. And what pissed me off about it was that Niall decided he was going to be nice to Monica. And so everybody was just like, oh, okay. Fuck that. You've been an asshole all summer. You've been an asshole to Monica all summer for absolutely no reason. So no, you don't get to show up on the last weekend and decide that you're over it and everybody and Monica's just supposed to be over it. Fuck you. But anyway, last we see, Niall does a little campfire song and he went around the campfire and he kind of highlighted everybody. Except for Gavin. And I thought it was interesting that we didn't get a Gavin verse. I don't know if that was edited out or if Niall didn't write one. And I kind of feel like Niall didn't write one only because then we had a whole Gavin montage because he sort of came in late. So we had this whole Gavin montage. So I was like, did they do the montage because Gavin was sort of left out of the song? I don't know. But even Glenn sort of hit Now at the end because Now's verse was, now you're an asshole. And that was pretty much his whole verse. And so I can appreciate that. And from there, everybody just sort of said their goodbyes. They talked about the experience and how great it was, and they look forward to coming back and blah, 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 blah. So yeah. Now, update on the Justice League trying to make this happen. Let me be honest with you guys. I don't know if it's going to happen this season. And I'm going to tell you why I don't know if it's going to happen this season. Because we're still just not comfortable with the whole Rona situation. With the numbers starting to go back up, we're still debating it, but it's just, so I hope there's a season 2. I look forward to it being a season 2. I really look forward to trying to come for a weekend, us to do it as a group. I just don't know if we're going to be able to make it happen. Just being honest, I've been speaking on it this whole time, so I just wanted to give you guys an update. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. It was a great show. I enjoyed it. And so I will see you guys next time around. Peace.